Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss job application. And as you all know very well, that in the class 12 CBSE English examination, choices will be given to attempt any one question out of the given two long answer question to be answered in 120 to 150 words, and the question will be based on the latter writing. Fine. And we all know very well that letters type include business or official letters, letters to the editor, and application for a job. But it's an opportunity for us this year because only two types of letters are included in your syllabus. Okay, and letters to editor to the editor and application for a job, and for that you will get how many marks? 5 marks. Fine, 5 marks. So job application is of 5 mark, and I want you all to score 5 on 5 marks. So first of all we have to understand that what is a job application, and you all will go through this whenever you would like to join a job, or whenever you would like to apply. This process you have to follow. So employment application means the latter, means job application means the latter written for getting a job. It is the primary means of introducing the job seeker to the employer, means we are going to introduce ourselves. Through the job application, job seeker offers his or her labor and service for a return. Therefore, the application for employment acts as a personal advertisement. So, it's an application for employment acts as a personal advertisement. Job application contains appeal for the job along with the job seeker's personal data like name, address, qualification, and experience. Okay, but basically we have come to know what that in job application means the latter written for getting a job. Okay, and job application contains appeal for the job along with the job seeker's personal data like name, address, qualification, and experience. Fine. Then, what is the importance of job application? Job application latter is your opportunity to make a great first impression with the potential employer. Suppose in case you are applying, and if you are applying, then you have to apply in a very formal tone, and your first impression will be the last impression, and that's why job application letter is your opportunity to make a great first impression with a potential employer. You want your letter to be a good representation of you and what you can bring into a position, means you want your letter to be good representation of you, means your letter should be what? Your letter should be mirror of you, means your letter should show you what qualities you possess. Okay, so and write your letter in a clear style that is free of jargon and provides a potential employer with a good introduction to you. The purpose of the latter is to get an interview. So make a strong case for why the employer would want to make sure you are one of the people brought in. Students, I would like you to note down importance of job application in your rough notebook. Okay, uh, although this will not although this question will not ask you in exam what is the importance of job application. Okay, in exam you will directly get a question to draft a job application, but we have to note down the point that we should write job application in a clear style that is free of jargon and provides the potential employer with a good introduction to us or to you. The purpose of the latter is to get an interview. So make a strong case for why the employer would want to make sure you are one of the people brought in. Okay, means job seeker should apply in that way, should apply in that way that the person who is providing us job will give a thought why we should be given that job, कि हमें वो जॉब क्यों देनी चाहिए, उसको ऐसा सोचना चाहिए. फाइन. Then the purpose of job application. What is the purpose of job application? It summarizes information about yourself. It allows you to give detailed information about yourself that may interest the prospective employer. Suppose in case if you are applying somewhere and you are applying in Bharati Public School. So if you will give detailed information in job application, then the interest of the prospective employer will be raised over there. Fine. So format of the job application. First of all, format means covering letter plus biodata. Means job application has two parts. Job application consists of two parts, the covering letter and the biodata, CV. Okay, cover letter and the biodata. So first of all, we have to write the cover letter. Cover letter means in cover letter we will follow the pattern of formal letter. In cover letter we will follow the pattern of formal letter. Same formal letter. First of all, we will write down our self address, sender's address, then date what will not be mentioned. Okay, then to whom we are addressing, the personal manager, principal of a school, name of company, school, organization, address. Okay, then we will leave line and we will write down dear sir oblique madam, and then subject, application for the post of. Students, I would like to make you understand over here, if you are writing application for the post of, you can write it before dear sir or madam. Okay, it is also right, but in job application we are following the pattern. First of all, self address, then date word will not be included, but date will be written in expanded form. Then the personal to whom we are addressing, we are, suppose in case we are sending a job application to, or application to personal manager, principal of school, name of the company, school, organization, address. Then we will write dear sir oblique madam. Okay, and subject. Then body of the letter, I will explain you what you have to mention in body of the letter. Then refer to the advertisement. First of all, in body of the letter we will mention from where we have got the information, कि हमें information कहाँ से मिली है job application लिखने का. Then reason for applying and stating the suitability, and at last yours faithfully sign and name. And after this cover letter, what we will mention? Biodata. Okay, biodata. So at last we will write down yours faithfully sign name, and after name enclosure, means in covering letter at last we will mention that what we have enclosed: biodata, references, testimonials. Students, one point I would like to mention over here, that it is compulsory to write references. हमें references लिखना बहुत ही compulsory है in cover letter. Okay, then in biodata what will we write, हम क्या लिखने वाले हैं, और what will be writing. Biodata format for job application. First of all, we will write down name, means name, your name, then father's name, address, date of birth. It is this biodata is our information, means name, father's name, date of birth, age. Essential information is to be included. Educational qualification. Students, educational qualification is to be written in tabular format. Okay, exam, board, university, year, division. Then we will mention experience if we have. It is not compulsory to write down experience. If you have experience, then you can write down. If you don't have, then no need to mention. Then references I have already cleared it, that it is compulsory to write 2 references. Okay, references. And at last place, sign date. It is a format of biodata. Okay, it is a format of biodata. When you will do one question, then it is easy for you to understand. Okay, then it is easy for you to understand. Now we will understand that what to write in body. Okay, so body is also consist of job applications. Body is also consist of 3 paras. So job application consists of 2 parts. I have already cleared you: covering letter and biodata. And whenever you are applying for a job, you have to write first of all cover letter and then biodata. Cover letter. Now understand cover letter thoroughly. The format for covering letter is similar to the format of a formal letter. It goes on like, first of all, sender's address. Beta, I have already cleared it. Sender's address. Then sender's address is usually put on the top left hand corner. Then date. The sender's address is followed by the date just below it. This is the date on which the letter is being written. Suppose in case I have got the information, I have read in a newspaper about a job and I have applied for it. So I'll write the date on which the letter is being written. It is to be written in expanded form. Then receiver's address, whether to write, suppose in case date is 7th March, so I'll write 7th March, MARCH. I will not write 703, no, 7th March 2020. Receiver's address, whether to write to about the address depends on the writer's preference. If you would like to write down to, then you can write down but nowadays in modern English we are not writing to. Make sure you write that official title, name, position, etc. of the receiver. Suppose in case you are applying and you have to send the letter to the manager, then I'll write the manager. I will not write his name as the first line of the address. Then we will mention subject after sir. Okay, receiver's address. But just now I have explained it that it depends on us that after receiver's address we are writing subject or after salutation remark we are writing. So it is up to us. Receiver's address, subject. Then we sum up the purpose of writing the letter in one line. This helps the receiver focus on the subject of the letter in one glance. It is important to underline the subject. Then we will use salutations. This is where you greet the person you are addressing the letter to. Bear in mind that it is a formal letter, so the greeting must be respectful and not too personal. The general greetings used in formal letters are sir or madam. Students, just now I have cleared it. What? That you have to write down subject below the salutation or above salutation. It is up to you, and both the pattern are correct. So we are following the pattern of formal letter. Okay. Then after salutation, body. This is the main content of the letter. It is either divided into 3 paragraphs or 2 paragraphs if the letter is briefer. Okay. So mostly we are dividing body into 3 paragraphs. The tone of the content should be formal. Do not use any flowery language. Yes, we will not use flowery language. Another point to keep in mind is that a letter should be concise and to the point, and always be respectful and considerate in your language. Fine. Now beta, we will understand that what is to be mentioned, what is to be written in para 1, para 2, para 3. Para 1. Begin the body of the letter by mentioning the source from where you have collected the data, from where you have got the news to write about the job, from where you got to know about the job, of information about the job newspaper, along with the day, date and advertisement number. Students, we will do it with example, but first of all go through the rules and regulations. Okay. Also mention the post you wish to apply for. Paras means para first, mentioning the source means name of the advertisement, date of advertisement publish and all. Okay. Then second para, here you are supposed to offer your candidature by briefing about your qualification. Means second para is your brief introduction, achievements, previous experiences, and your strengths. In other words, this paragraph should be an answer to the question, how are you the perfect candidate for the job? Keep in mind that it should be to the point and clear. You should not sound boastful. Then para 3. In this part of the body, you are supposed to make a reference to the photograph, passport size, biodata or curriculum vitae. Means third paragraph, we will request for the interview. Okay, and we will give the reference to the photograph, biodata or curriculum vitae, and other curriculum means resume or biodata, curriculum vitae, and other detailed documents that you have enclosed. You can also appeal for a one-on-one interview. Then, after 3 paragraphs, and the body on a promising note, looking forward to your positive response. And complimentary close will be yours faithfully, yours sincerely. Only this two we have to use. Most of the time we will use yours faithfully and yours sincerely, but somewhere you can see yours truly. But I want you to write only yours faithfully or yours sincerely. So complimentary close or subscription. We are also saying it subscription. At the end of your letter, we write a complimentary closing. The words yours faithfully or yours sincerely are used. Signature. Then below complimentary close, we will put our signature, yours faithfully. You can see over here. Then I'll mention my sign and name. Okay. And a class enclosure, biodata, references, testimonials, I'll mention over here. Fine. So you can see over here that signature. Here finally you sign your name and then write your name in block letters beneath the signature. This is how the recipient will know who is signing the letter. Mention the name given in the question paper. Do not mention your personal details. Okay. Now come to the second part of the job application, that is biodata. Biodata, we will write heading biodata. Then we will mention our name, father's name, personal details, date of birth in expanded form, address, age, contact number, email ID, nationality, Indian, marital status, married or single. Okay. After this, we will mention our educational qualification. So these columns are to be filled. Name we can write in capital letters and students. This is personal detail. After personal detail, we will mention our educational qualification. Qualification must be written in a tabular form with the above mentioned heads. How we will write down means we have to write down our educational qualification in what way? 10th, 12th, BA, BSc, BCom, MA, whatever you have done. And then after that we will mention work experience if we have. Okay. Work experience means after qualification, education qualification, we will mention if we have any experience. Okay. If we have any experience. Fine. So you can see over here work experience, it should be written from the latest to the oldest along with the duration. Suppose in case currently you are working, so I'll write working in Delhi Public School. Then I'll mention worked at, second point worked at Jaipur Public School, worked at Jhansi Bai School, whatever. Okay. Then I'll mention achievements in my career, in my life and all. Languages known, very important point. Skills, if you are smart in somewhere, you can mention skills, weaknesses, hobbies, references. Suppose in case students, you are not mentioning, suppose in case you are not mentioning weaknesses, it is okay. You are not mentioning skills, it is okay. But if you are not writing hobbies, it is okay. Okay. You can write skills, weakness and hobbies just to make your biodata attractive. Okay. And just to make your biodata sound. But if you are not writing references, your job application is not complete. Why? Because it is the soul of biodata. We can say ये soul है biodata का. We have to mention references. It is compulsory to mention references. References आपको लिखना जरूरी है. What is references? Means whom you know, जिनको आप जानते हैं, you have to give 2 references. Fine. Then below references we will mention declaration, okay, date, place and signature. The resume can be a part of the letter or as an enclosure, okay. So we can write down resume just below the covering letter or cover letter, or you can enclose it on means different page or on wonderful page and whatever, okay. You can enclose it or you can attach it with the cover letter, okay. So I hope that you will go through this job application today and try to understand the format, okay. So basically employment application means the letter written for getting a job. And then first of all we have to mention self address, then date, to whom we are writing. We have to address him with his position, personal manager, principal, then address, okay, address of the addressee, then dear sir oblique madam. Then we will write down subject and body of the letter consists of 3 paragraphs, mostly 3 paragraphs. If you are not able to write, then you can at least write in 2 paragraphs, okay. And at last complimentary close, yours faithfully, then sign, then name. After name you can write down enclosure, biodata, references, testimonials, fine. And then we will write down the biodata, okay. So students, this we will do and we'll try to understand with the examples. But first of all, go through the topic job application, and this year you will definitely get one question on job application, because only two letters are included. 2 letters are there in our syllabus. Which one are they? First one is letters to editor, and second one is job application. And you will get job application, letters to editor in option. So if you would like to score 5 marks in job application, please go through the format of cover letter and the biodata. Thank you. Have a nice day.